Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is the PowerUp Mushroom coming to you. I don't know. Again, it's been a while. But I did say I was going to do some late reviews. And why not? I'm going to throw up because I'm working on reviews for Resident Evil 7, Halo Wars 2. Eventually it's going to be Zero Dawn. And I'm also working on a review for Neo. Man, and Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. So I got a few reviews that are going to be coming out later this week. And the reason I haven't been doing any reviews is because work recently. But anyways, work is fine now, and I have a few days off and whatever. But anyways, so Titanfall 2. This is kind of like a relay review, so I'm gonna just get right into it. Let me just say that it is definitely one of the most underrated games that was released last year. It's one of the sorry. Underrated games of last year. And I guess the reason is because of how poorly the first one was received. Like, not a lot of people liked the first Titanfall. And I can get why they didn't like it. There really wasn't a campaign. There really wasn't, there wasn't a story. The story was there, but you had to go through online lobbies and all that stuff. And it died out really fast, the game. And let me just say that all the problems you had with the first Titanfall, I actually had to go back and play the first Titanfall. That's why this one took a while, because I actually had to analyze the first one, then I had to look at everything that changed in the second one. So that's why it took a while. And let me just say that this is a pretty solid sequel. Like, all the problems that you probably had in the first Titanfall, they're kind of gone. I mean, the fact that you don't have to be online to play campaign, it's pretty cool. Let me just start with the campaign. The campaign is tolerable. It is a decent campaign. I haven't gone that far into the campaign because I've had other things I've been playing, but it's something that I definitely will binge play. I will sit down and just play through the entire thing. But so far in the campaign, let me just say, it gives you more of like insight on how these pilots are with these Titans, like the relationship, and just showing, like, the bond between man and machine, all that stuff, And if you like stuff like Halo, you're probably gonna like this one. It's a little bit, I would compare it more to Halo than Call of Duty, or it's kind of like a mix of both, kind of. But I'm gonna just say where this game really shines is the multiplayer. The multiplayer is the one thing that, oh my goodness, it is probably one of the best multiplayer games that came out last year. One thing, I mean, because I had never played Titanfall, the first one, until I bought this, then I had to go back and play it, but everything in the multiplayer is really customizable, starting from your pilot to your Titan. It's all there, and you really feel like each player has their own unique style and, their own Titan and their own way they do things. It's really cool. And one thing you can do is that when you call on your Titan, okay, let's start off with multiplayer. Before Titans get summoned, it starts off with your, just people running and shooting each other and all that. And during these, I like the way the multiplayers are introduced. They're kind of introduced like Warzone in Halo 5, where you drop in the city and, you kind of start fighting with the other team. But the other team also has AI players, these soldiers. And let me tell you, the soldiers are a lot more responsive than they were in the first one. It's still a little, they're not as responsive, but they are responsive. More responsive than they were in the first one. They actually do a little bit, so thank God. And also, like, towards the end of the game, as you're playing the match, you get these random robot AIs that just go join your other people's teams or whatever, and they start fighting with each other. And you see these big robot battles, and they're freaking awesome. But the best part is when you finally call in a Titan. Oh my goodness. When you call in a Titan, of course, it shows up your name on everyone's screen saying that you called in your Titan, whatever. And when these Titans land, oh my, like, I felt awesome. It felt like, wow. And, you can either choose to jump in your Titan and start fighting inside your Titan, or you can choose to fight alongside your Titan, like, being in your pilot, your regular human self, and then have your Titan fight right alongside you, which is really cool. And then if you don't have a Titan, it's still cool to just play as a pilot, because when you're playing as a pilot or a soldier, you're just kind of when you see these Titans battle each other, it's like watching a Transformers movie. If you like things like Transformers, Michael Bay films, explosions, you'll have a good time with this one. I mean, really, when you're the scale of the Titans was really emphasized in this one, into where like when I looked at a Titan, I was running, you know, trying to get away from like the enemy Titan, and I saw a Titan fall right in front of me, and it was another player's. It was kind of like I would turn around, I would watch these, you know, two Titans just like beat the crap out of each other. It was like it's one of the best things you could see, especially when you see it in scale and you're just like this little human, and you see these giant robots just beating the crap out of each other, tearing each other apart. It's just awesome. Another part is when another thing I like is when the Titans are close to death. You have a chance, if you're in a Titan, you can go up to Mammalium, and your Titan will do this awesome animation, like where they just rip off their arm and then just like disintegrate one of the other Titans. So cool. It's one of the best feelings, especially when you get that you know, animation kill. It's amazing. It's also cool what's great about this game is you can have fun being a pilot and a Titan. Like I mean, you get the best of both worlds right there. You don't have to be in a Titan to have fun. You can have just as much fun playing as a pilot than you know, as you can as, you know, playing as a Titan. And what I really like about this game has really emphasized a lot on fun. It's really cool, and really it's for everyone. If you're new to the first-person shooter genre, you'll have a lot of fun with this game. I've had a few people that they've not really been into first-person shooters, but I got them into this and they really enjoyed it. One thing that really sucks though is that this game, it really didn't. A lot of people didn't really buy this game, you know. On PlayStation 4, I don't have it on PlayStation 4. I have it on the Xbox. I heard that people, they do prefer it there, but I mean, it's still a cool game to get either way. Just go and pick this game up. It's not a game that you know, a lot of people are gonna remember, because not a lot of people, like, it wasn't made a big deal as, like, you know, as much as the first one was. But I really think that if you are getting tired of the first-person shooting games and you need something to like get you back in there, this is definitely one of those games to start with, including Battlefield 1. But really, this game, I'm gonna take this game as it's a game that I would buy. Like, I would buy it on. I'd go pick it up right now. I was gonna say I'd buy it on sale, but considering like how much fun I've had with this game, and the more like people really need to get into this game, it's not a classic. It's not something that's gonna be, you know, like, how would you put it? But anyways, just go buy this game. I haven't come out with a rating for this game, but if you have the money, and you just want to buy a new game and you haven't played this game, give this game a chance. If you're a little skeptical still about it, you should definitely go pick it up on Redbox. The only bad thing about this game, I would say, is I mean, it's really Michael Bay-ish. So, I mean, I don't know how else to put it, but it's just another first-person shooter game, but it does hold its own identity. And I definitely think that like I said, if you're tired of first-person shooters but you want something to bring you back in, try this out. Man, I thought I was gonna sneeze, but anyways, that's my review for Titanfall 2. If you guys are looking for a number, I'm trying not to do numbers, but if you really want a number rating for this game, I'd give it like a solid 7.5 or maybe an 8. 7.5, you know, just because of how fun it's been. The design of the maps are fantastic. I love the customization. There's so many customization options, and you feel like it's your own character in that game. I mean, it's awesome. But definitely, oh my god, sorry. But anyways, if you guys haven't played this game, definitely check it out. It deserves at least, you know, look or whatever. But until next time, guys, this is the PowerUp Mushroom, and I will see you guys in the next video.